Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is my 26-week pregnancy update. And two things, I'm gonna apologize. My kids are outside playing in the sprinkler and kind of coming in and out, so there might be some weird background noise, as well as I have my fan on. And normally I turn my fan off when I film, but I'm too pregnant, too hot to have the fan off. I will start sweating and it will not be pretty. I did have a doctor's appointment this week and that went really well. I saw a new doctor. If you've been watching my pregnancy vlogs from the beginning, you know that I've kind of had some back and forth. This is the same clinic that I delivered with both of my girls, Kennedy and Shelby. But I saw the midwives there when I was pregnant with them. And towards the end of Kennedy's pregnancy, I saw a few of the doctors because of all the complications that I was having. So, but this is the first time I'm seeing the doctors, you know, from the beginning of a pregnancy all the way through, because even though there's nothing wrong at this point, I'm having twins, and so they consider that to be kind of, I guess technically they consider it to be high risk. So I can't see the midwives, I have to see the doctors. And I feel like the care is different, just to be honest, and I hate to say this because I don't think it's true across the board, but at this clinic I found, well, with the exception of one doctor, that I really prefer the female doctors to the male doctors. I feel like the female OBs actually ask me questions and like care about the answers and care to know how I'm feeling, and there seems to be a level of empathy there that's not really there with most of the male doctors. Now there is one male doctor who is really great, but on the whole I do prefer the female doctors. And so I met with a new one this week and she was awesome. I loved her. She was like very frank and to the point, but also understanding and compassionate, and that kind of stuff just matters to me. I need someone who's going to respect what I have to say, not treat me like I'm an idiot, but also, you know, kind of give it to me straight. I don't know, you guys know what I mean. So I was able to talk to her because I've kind of just been trying to gauge with all the doctors in the practice, like if I go into labor, depending on who's on call, is going to greatly affect whether or not I have a vaginal birth or a C-section. At this point, both babies are still, they're head down, and they have been for a couple weeks now. And obviously that could change. But certain doctors in the practice will only deliver vaginally if both babies are head down. Other doctors in the practice will deliver if baby A is head down and baby B is breech. So, you know, it's just kind of like a crapshoot of who I get when I go into labor, which is kind of frustrating, just to be frank. It's kind of frustrating. So anyways, I really liked her. This was just an OB appointment. There wasn't, so they did, you know, pee in the cup, weigh, all that kind of stuff. I have officially, please know that when I say this, I'm saying it in jest, but I do now officially weigh more than my husband, which is a threshold I have never crossed. Even in my other two pregnancies, I've never weighed more than him, and I do now. So we've met that milestone, and yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm up 30 pounds from what I started at when I found out I was pregnant. So that's just kind of what I'm going off of. I never got back to my like starting weight after being admitted to the hospital. So either way, we're looking at about 30 pounds at this point. So I'm already pretty uncomfortable, just to be honest, when you're not used to moving around a certain amount of weight and your body's not used to bearing a certain amount of weight. It can be challenging. Like my hips hurt, and you know, rolling around in bed at night and trying to get comfortable and stuff, like I mean, there's definitely some like pain associated with it. And then, you know, and I've told you guys this before, like I'm really honest and frank about this kind of stuff. Like my legs I've gained a ton of weight in my legs and butt. I'm not the kind of person that just gets this like cute little basketball belly and everything else just stays the same. My entire body has put on weight. So this twin pregnancy thing has just been so much different, because I was not set, like in my first two pregnancies, I, you know, did not gain a ton of weight in those pregnancies. Definitely am in this one. So we'll see. We'll see what I end up with at the end. I think, you know, a lot of twin pregnancies, they say, you know, you're around 50 pounds. Everything else was good. She measured my uterus, which depending on who I see, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And like I said, I'm 26 weeks and my fundal height is measuring 33 weeks, which is pretty accurate. Like I can tell you that I feel I feel much farther along, and you know, my body feels much farther along. And she said that to me. She was like, look, technically, you know, you're not in your 3rd trimester until 28 weeks. She's like, but for all intents and purposes, with a twin pregnancy, and you know, with what your fundal height is measuring and everything, you are in your 3rd trimester. Your body's going to feel like you are in your 3rd trimester. And you know, with twins typically coming earlier, I pretty much already am in my 3rd trimester. So that explains a lot, because this week I have been dealing with extreme fatigue and exhaustion, to the point that like I wake up in the morning and I can hardly get out of bed. And once I do, like driving the kids to preschool and running errands and taking the girls to their different classes and stuff, I mean, my eyes are burning at times, where I feel like I just, like, you guys know what I'm talking about, when your eyes are burning so much that you feel like you just have to close them. Like if you don't close them, they're just gonna explode or something. It's that feeling of like just complete and utter exhaustion. And I am getting sufficient sleep at night. There's some nights I don't get as much, but I'm so tired. I mean, I haven't struggled yet with insomnia. Knock on wood, I haven't struggled with insomnia at all. I'm still very, very tired. The only thing that's difficult is I am still getting up like 3, 4, sometimes more than that, times a night to pee. And that is hard because I'm so tired that I don't want to get out of bed. And it's, like I said, it's starting to get difficult to like roll myself around to get out of the bed, go around the bed, go to the toilet. It feels kind of like running a marathon. And I tell my husband all the time, like, I don't remember what it feels like to be physically able to do certain things. Like I see people running in my neighborhood, and like this spring and fall are my 2 favorite times of year to run. I have run on and off for years, and spring and fall are my 2 favorite times to run. And when the weather is like just slightly cool in the morning and I see people out running, I miss it so much. But I physically am like, you could say that there's $1 million at the end of the street if I could just run to get it. And I would be like, well, I guess I'm not getting $1 million, because I don't think I could physically move my body like that. It's crazy to me to think that I used to be able to run miles at a time. And now, like I said, I mean, I don't think I could run to the end of the block. My dogs got out yesterday. The kids had the door open, and their neighbor's cat was under their truck, and he took off, or both of our dogs took off. They're both girls. I don't know why I said he. They both took off after that cat and like down the street into the next cul-de-sac. And I kid you not, it was 91 degrees. I was already hot and sweating, and I was like this close to actually crying, because I was like, how am I gonna get them back? I can't chase them down. I don't have the energy. I don't want to walk. Like, I mean, it was like all the drama. I was like, please just come back on your own. So I was standing at the end of the driveway like, Stella, Chloe, calling them, just hoping and praying. And they did, thank goodness, they did come back after a couple minutes. But man, I was like, I mean, it was all the drama. I was breaking down. I was breaking down at the thought of having to chase those dogs down in the 91-degree heat. So at my next doctor's appointment, my 28-week appointment, they will do an ultrasound, a regular OB appointment, and I have my blood sugar test. Now, I kind of opted out of doing the nasty orange drink. I'm not going to get into a whole bunch of it here, but like I've stated, if I drink too much sugar or eat too much sugar, it makes me feel terrible. I'm already battling nausea every day, and so to drink something like that and then have to feel sick, even sicker the rest of the day, not to mention it really affects, like, I don't know if it's my blood sugar, my blood pressure, but either way, it makes me really lightheaded and feel nasty, and I'm not going to get in the car and drive. So basically, I just told my doctor's office, you need to tell me what else I can do, because I'm not drinking that. I don't have any signs, or I don't have any other signs or symptoms of gestational diabetes, so I kind of was just like, I'm not doing that. And I know for a fact that other doctor's offices do offer alternatives if you ask. So I'm not thrilled with their alternative. I know some clinics offer meals that you can eat that's like an actual meal. My doctor's office offered, basically I take hot water, mix it with a little bit of sugar, and I can add lemon. So it's kind of like drinking a warm lemonade. So I'm hoping that that will be better and not make me feel as sick as that orange drink does. According to all the baby information, the girls should weigh about 2 pounds each at this point, which is crazy to think that, you know, there's probably roughly 4 pounds of baby plus placentas plus amniotic fluid all jumbling around in here. They're still moving like crazy, and I find that, you know, they tell you should lay on your left side. It's been uncomfortable for me. I prefer to lay on my right side, and I couldn't really figure out what, you know, why that was. And I think it's because baby B is, I will show you guys this time when I stand up. I know I said that last time and then I didn't actually show you, but I will show you. Because of where baby B is positioned, she's kind of like on, like higher up here on my right side. And so I think when I try to lay on my left, she puts so much pressure on baby A that it like bothers baby A, and then they both, I don't know, then it just doesn't feel comfortable to me, and I don't think it feels comfortable to them either, because they both kind of start squirming and kicking around and stuff. But if I lay on my right side, that seems to alleviate some of the weight. You do what you got to do. I'm definitely at the point where I feel like it's time to bring back out the Mama Jamma body pillow, pregnancy pillow thing. My belly's getting really heavy and I need to like prop something under it, you know, have something between my legs and create some space for my hips and stuff like that. So it's pregnancy pillow time, which is fine. It just makes it harder to get out of bed to pee in the middle of the night because you got to move this big pillow out of the way. That's all I can think of as far as like symptoms and stuff like that go. Let's move on to some baby buys and a couple of, you know, mama things. This may seem silly for me to share this with you, but I have been loving this Udi's gluten-free granola. It's the wildflower honey and oat. Yes, wildflower honey and oats one. I eat this every single morning. I have this with a Greek yogurt mixed together. My dear sweet husband brings it to me in bed every single morning, and I eat it in bed before I get out of bed. To help with my nausea. I have to, like, as soon as I wake up, I have to eat something and let it settle a little bit before I get out of bed. If I try to get up and get moving without doing that, I tend to feel really icky. Next thing I want to share with you is this company called Dwell and Slumber. This is, I found them on Instagram. I don't even really remember how, but they make these caftans is what they're called. Really, I mean, I call it my moo-moo. But this is the most comfortable thing I have ever put on my body. It is not specifically maternity, but if you go to their Instagram and look, that they, you know, they have tons of pictures of both pregnant women and not pregnant women wearing this. It is long, it is one size fits all, it is very loose and flowy, but it's like kind of this heavy material, so it hangs really nicely, and it has these gold buttons right here in the front, so you can unbutton it to nurse, and then you can also, it has pockets. I love something with pockets. And then I tie a knot in the front of mine, just so it doesn't hang like super plain. If you go to their Instagram and look, you can see. The thing about them though is that they're always sold out. So sometimes you can pre-order, and then other times you just have to wait for them to come back in stock. And they don't always like restock the same colors. They get new colors. This is the color hazel. So this has definitely become a staple of mine. I wear this all the time. I'm packing it in my hospital bag to wear at the hospital. I'd like to get a second one because like I said, it's perfect for nursing. You can just unbutton this, but it's just, I don't know, it's just crazy comfortable and kind of a splurge item, but something that I absolutely love. You know, when I find things like this that are like that I just flippin' love, I don't mind spending a little bit more for them because I know I'm going to get my use out of them. Like, we're moving on to some baby stuff here. I actually just checked the mail today, and I had a package from a friend, another friend I went to high school with. Actually, I went to more than high school with her. So Amy, if you are watching this, thank you so much. I squealed when I saw these because I've seen them before on like Facebook and Instagram, these little onesie set, and I think they're so cute for twins. The first one says, "Did we just become best friends?" The second one says, "Yep." If you're a Will Ferrell fan, if you've seen Step Brothers, then you know, you get the joke here. But anyways, I think these are so adorable. I was so excited about these, to put these on the girls with like little black and white bows. I love stuff like that. So thank you so much, Amy, for sending those to the girls. I've been wanting to find some really cute little bows for the girls. And again, I found this shop on Instagram. It's called Kate and Kids. And it has the like nylon type material here for the band. And then just these really pretty natural colored headbands, which I thought were so sweet. I really, you know, like I said, I do love a lot of the muted soft colors. So I got 2 packs. This has like a pink and an olive and tan. And this one has like a gold and little rosettes and stuff like that. They're just really, really sweet. And as usual, I'll have everything linked down below, but this is a shop called Kate and Kids is where I ordered those from. Then I found another shop on Instagram called Finn and Olive, and they have some real cute stuff. So I got the girls these matching little headbands. They're just cream and like lacy. So again, I thought these were super sweet. They had these burp rags that just looked really intriguing to me. They are plain white. You're probably not gonna be able to see it. It's like a really soft makey material. I mean, it's like crazy soft. So I ordered 2 of these. Just like a lot of like simple stuff and really soft things. You know, when I think of tiny babies, I think of, you know, everything just being soft and pretty and, you know, like creamy whites and tans and, you know, just soft on their little skin. And then the last thing that I ordered, this is from a company called Loved Baby. And I think these are going to be the girls coming home outfits with just like a really simple headband. First of all, they're crazy soft, but second of all, this size, their newborn size, fits like 4 to 7 pounds. So I figure if the girls are tiny, then these will be like the perfect, you know, little outfits to fit them. So I got this coral color and then this lavender color, which I think, yes, it's just called lavender. Got these 2 super sweet little outfits, and I think these are going to be their coming home outfits. Hey guys, so that is everything for this pregnancy update. I'm going to back the camera up a little bit and try to show you guys my belly. It is huge. People are looking at me now like they expect me to pop at any time. And little do they know I have months to go. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see. We are definitely stains on my dress. As far as how they're laying, baby A has her head like down here. Her butt goes up here, and then her feet. And baby B has her head more like here. Her booty is all the way up here in my ribs, and then her feet. So they're kind of making like a heart shape right here. That's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next pregnancy update, which will be in 2 weeks. It'll be my 28-week pregnancy update. Thanks guys. Bye.